Some stories don't feel like stories. They feel like something happened and nobody ever figured it out. Multiple people, same description, same thing over and over again. Wings, red eyes, watching. The weird part, it's not what it does. It's when it shows up. Point Pleasant, West Virginia, 1966. This is the Mothman. This is 50 States of Weird, one state at a time, one story you probably shouldn't look too far into. Every episode, we're digging into the strangest thing tied to that state. Something people swear they saw, something that doesn't quite make sense, or something that just won't go away. And this one's been showing up at the worst possible times. Point Pleasant, small town right along the Ohio River. The kind of place where people know each other. They recognize each other's cars. Nothing really surprises you. That's what makes this story different. Because when something weird happens there, people don't brush it off. They remember it. Just outside the town, the old TNT area. Old World War II munition site, concrete bunkers scattered everywhere, long empty roads, thick woods. It's not abandoned in a clean type of way. Rather, it feels left behind, which isn't great. People used to go out there anyway, drive around, hang out, have some beers. You know the deal. Until they didn't. November 15th, 1966. Two couples out driving. Roger and Linda Scarberry, Steve and Mary Millette. Just a normal night, group of friends, driving around. Until they see something near the road. At first, it's just a shape, standing there. They slow down. They look closer. And that's when it hits them. It's too tall. Too still. It's not shaped like anything normal. It has wings, folded behind it. And then the eyes. Bright red eyes. Not just reflecting light, almost holding it. And it's locked in on them. Not glancing, not reacting, just fixed. The kind of stare where you don't question what you're looking at. You just feel it. Like it's not just seeing them. It knows they're there. And for a second, nobody says anything. Because everyone in the car sees the same thing at the exact same time. That's when they leave. They take off fast. Nobody's joking now. Nobody's really talking. Just that quiet panic where everyone's trying to process what they just saw. Roger looks back. Is it still there? Yeah, it is. Now it's closer. And then it moves. Not running, not chasing, just rising. Up into the air. Now it's with them, right outside the car, matching their speed, still looking at them, not flapping, not struggling, just gliding alongside. They push it, 60, 61, 62. Still there. No effort, no change. People start yelling, go faster, don't slow down. Roger pushes it harder, close to 100 miles an hour. At that speed, you'd expect something to break. It doesn't. Same distance, same speed, same stare. Like it doesn't care how fast they're going. Then, just like that, it pulls up, higher, gone. No landing, no sound, just gone. Right after that, they don't sit on it. They go straight to the police, talk to the sheriff, and from the start, they're not joking about it, not brushing it off, not trying to turn it into some kind of story. They're just trying to explain what they saw. And they stick to it, all four of them. Same detail, same description. Every time they're asked, that matters. Once this hits the paper, it spreads. Now other people start paying attention. And it doesn't stop there. That first night doesn't stay isolated. Over the next few weeks, more people start seeing it. Different people, different parts of town. Same description, same eyes, same wings. And not everyone knows about the first sighting yet, which matters because now it's not people repeating a story. It's people describing the same thing on their own. And it keeps going through the winter, into the spring, even into the summer. That's months, not one night, not 1 week, a full stretch of time where this thing is just showing up. Some people see it at night, some say they saw it during the day, which makes it harder to explain. And the behavior doesn't really change. It's not chasing people. It's not attacking anything, just there, watching. And eventually, people stop going out to the TNT area completely. Not officially, just quietly. People avoid it because enough people have seen something, and they don't want to be the next one. December 16th, 1967, the Silver Bridge. It's a bridge that runs over the Ohio River, connecting Point Pleasant, West Virginia to Gallipolis, Ohio. If you live there, you use that bridge all the time for work, errands, getting home, rush hour. Cars back up across the span, people sitting in traffic, engines idling, waiting, nothing unusual, nothing out of place. Just a normal day. Then, something gives. The bridge fails. Just drops. Cars go into the river. 46 people unfortunately die. And after that, people start connecting things, saying they saw something before it happened, near the bridge, watching. Some say near the river, others closer to the bridge. A few reports put it higher up, not clearly flying, not clearly perched, just above everything, which somehow makes this even weirder. Most didn't say anything at the time because nothing had happened yet. Only after did they realize whatever they saw was right there, before it had happened. After the collapse, the sightings in Point Pleasant stop. Just like that, for over a year, people are seeing this thing constantly. And then nothing. No more clusters, no more waves. Nothing like in 1966 and in 1967. That alone is strange. And it's not the end of it, because over time, people in other places start reporting something similar, not in waves. Not like Point Pleasant, but enough to notice. Parts of Ohio, areas around West Virginia, and years later, even reports coming out of Chicago. Same general description, something large, something moving in ways that don't quite make sense. And most of the time, the same detail shows up again. The eyes. But it never builds the same way, never lasts as long, and never turns into what happened in Point Pleasant, which leaves you with two possibilities. Either people are seeing completely different things and describing them the same way, or whatever people saw back then wasn't limited to one place. It just showed up there when it mattered. So what do you think? Because now it's not just a sighting, it's a pattern. People see something, something happens, and then it's gone. That's the part that doesn't sit right with me. People try to explain it. The most common one, it's just some animal. Could be a sandhill crane, Could be a barn owl. They both have large wingspans. They can look bigger than they are in the right light, and their eyes can reflect red. Sounds reasonable until you get to the part where it's pacing a car going close to 100 miles an hour and not falling behind, not flapping, just there. That's where the explanation starts to break down. Then there's the idea of mass misidentification. People see something strange, word spreads, and now everyone's looking for it, which happens. But here's the problem. A lot of the early sightings happen before the story really spreads. Different people, different locations, same description. That's harder to write off. There's also the environmental angle. The TNT area wasn't just empty land. It was a military site. Old munition storage, chemicals, runoff, things that sat there for years. So the idea is maybe something in that environment affected the wildlife in some way or created something different, something people weren't used to seeing. It's not the cleanest explanation, but at least it tries to connect it to a real place. And then there's the one people don't really like to talk about, that it wasn't a creature. At least not in the way we think. That it was something people noticed right before something bad happened. Not causing it, not stopping it, just there. Before it happens. Watching. Because that's the part that keeps coming up. Not just what it looked like, but when it showed up and how it disappeared right after. So maybe it's something you can explain. A bird, a misidentification of something, something environmental, or maybe it's something you don't really understand and only notice when things are about to go wrong. And if that's the case, there's not much you could do because you're not tracking it. You're not finding it. You're just noticing it. And by the time you do, it's already too late. Next week, we're off to another state. Until then, thanks so much for listening. Stay weird. Take care. Hey there, this is your friendly host. One more quick thing. We're now live on YouTube, Discord, and Reddit. You can find links to all three of those in the description. Thanks so much.